All right, so we are officially recording. My name is Kimberly James. I'm the city council here in the city of Forest Park, and we host the third Thursday of the month, the ward meeting. And it's an opportunity to make sure that the residents are able to get the information. Some can't come to the meetings, some, just like to go back and listen to it. And so that's the purpose of doing this. And I see I'm off a little bit. That's what you're trying to say, right? So we're gonna start, I don't know, any, many, mighty, mo. Nobody said they had to go to rush off to another meeting. So I guess I'll start with the person I always start with, Mr. Jinx. I'm looking at Mr. Jinx from our Public Works Department, sir. If you can come and give us an update on what's going on in Public Works. I go too.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Councilman James. Basically what we got going on Public Works is we got a couple new hires, possibly gonna accept the jobs and everything. So we're steady filling some slots. This time of year, of course, we're concentrating 100% on grass. We're launching a new plan. So if you call, we'll have a schedule. If the good Lord's willing and the rain holds off and everything, we're going to try to keep to this tight schedule that we have to get all this under control. And the railroad appears to be past Forest Park. I did try to speak with them early in the week to not give us so much inconvenience, but I guess my discussion was not good enough. So I do apologize for all the railroad crossings being shut down for a day. But they all appear to be open except for the Hill Road. And that's about it. We're just concentrating on keeping Forest Park beautiful, working all one Forest Park.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And I'm gonna, I normally say the best for last, but I'm gonna bring her up now. Our director in our HR department. I do get inquiries about the positions that's available. So I'm gonna start putting HR at the top. So Ms. Lewis, our deputy director, come on up and give us an update, please.
Good evening, everyone. The city of Forest Park does have a few open positions, not as many as usual. We've been doing a great job of filling them. We have an office assistant position open. The police department is still hiring, and for senior and uncertified police officers. Public Works Department has a few openings. They're looking to hire a maintenance worker. We have a trade specialist position open, street foreman, a mechanic, and also we're looking for a heavy equipment operator. And that position does require that you have your CDL driver's license. If you're interested in any of these positions, it's very easy to apply. You just go to www.forestparkga.gov, click on Departments, Human Resources, and Job Opportunities. And if you see anything that you're interested, just click that apply button. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're gonna move right along. We're gonna go to our fire department. We have a deputy chief in the house. Give us an update, sir.
Thank you, Mayor. How you doing? Good afternoon, all. How's everybody? So for the month of July, I'll just give you a rundown of some stats that we had. EMS wise, we ran about 271 EMS calls, 7 of which were actually mutual aid requests from outside the city. We had 3 different cardiac arrest calls in the month of July, one of which we were able to get back and transport to the hospital and return circulation. Trauma, we ran about 50 different trauma calls, 2 of which were either shooting or stabbing, and 2 different overdoses throughout the month. On the fire side, we had 3 private structure fires, 1 apartment fire, 3 dumpster fires, 13 false alarms, 2 hazmat related calls, 12 hazardous conditions types calls, 34 other wires down, things along those lines. And 128 EMS assist calls for a total of about 200 calls on the fire side. The inspections department from the fire marshal's office, they completed about 41 annual inspections, 23 re-inspections, 4 business licenses, and 4 vacant structures, along with several other types of inspections that they did, various number ones, about 93 total for their department that month. Plus all 7 schools were completely walked through and inspected before the school year started. The shifts on completed also about 45 what we call pre-plans. This is where they go in ahead of time to look at a business over and make a drawing of it and get familiar with the business in case there's a fire or incident that goes on at that location. The shifts are more familiar with it before anything goes down. They'll have to figure it out at 3 o'clock in the morning where we're going inside the building. We attended about 8 different city events also last in the month of July. And I had about 15 people that attended off-duty or outside classes from the organization. We also hired 4 new people that started in the month of July. It's about the stats for the month.
Thank you. Deputy Chief Mace, we appreciate it, sir. We're gonna keep with our public safety and go to our police department. We have Major Jones.
All right, good evening, everyone. We're going to start with the crime. Our crime is down 49% from this time last year. However, recently there's been a small uptick in entering autos in the neighborhoods. So remember, keep valuables out of sight. And if you see any type of suspicious activity in the neighborhood, just give us a call. Which is a perfect segue to my steering wheel lock promotion. We're still giving out the steering wheel locks. So if you have a Kia, you can stop by the police department, pick up a steering wheel lock. We have a lot left. For you all who may not know, we launched our drone first responder program. We're the only agency south of Atlanta with a drone first responder program. We have other agencies that have drones, but they don't have a drone first responder. And what that is, we are deploying our drones to priority 1 type calls that are in progress. And it kind of gives the officers better situational awareness. So we get a live feed to our real-time crime center. We pick up what's going on. That way the officers can kind of see and make better decisions before they even get there. In fact, today we had a success story. I happened to be in the real-time crime center with a situation where they made a traffic stop. Subject got out of the car, took off. We deployed the drone. Drone got to the area. The officers were going in the wrong area, but because of that live feed, we saw the direction he actually went. We were able to redirect the officers. Subsequently, they were able to apprehend him. So it's definitely a benefit. It helps the officers. It helps everybody just be safer. Also, we have an upcoming event. We have Run with Your Chief. That's going to be August the 26th through the 30th, 6 o'clock. We're going to be doing a 1.5 mile run or walk. We're trying to promote health and wellness, not only in the community, but in the police department as well. So if you're all not busy, you can do it for a week. Come out and run or walk with us 26th to the 30th. Hey, we getting up early at the police department. We get up early, 6 a.m. Y'all see any hands? It's going to be in Star Park. What the exact actual starting point, I can't remember, but it's only going to be like a mile to a mile and a half. And you don't have to run, you can walk. I have to build myself up to running. So I'm gonna be out there, but I'm gonna be walking. Let me see what else. Oh, we're gonna be having our neighborhood watch program upcoming. So keep your eyes open. It's going to be on our social media platforms. So that should be, you start seeing something next week. They'll be on the city website as well as our social media platforms. Just be looking out for it. It'll be upcoming. And lastly, we're going to have our Citizen Police Academy, our second one for the year. This is going to be even more robust Citizen Police Academy. We extended it an additional week because we have a lot of different things we want to kind of bring the public in, let them look at. We're going to do a tour of the real-time crime center so you can see how that actually operated along with the drone. We have a lot of different specialized units, so we'll have a special operation day and just give you all insight into how police operations work, why we do what we do, and how it's done. And that's pretty much, that's it. What day? We're looking at October the 1st through, I believe it's November the 19th. And that's every Tuesday. But it'll be up on the website, and we have an actual, it'll be up on the website Monday. So all the information, it'll be on that Monday. So all you have to do, look Monday, and it'll be on there. But I can tell you all the dates are October the 1st through November the 19th. And that's all I have.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Major Jones. We're gonna go to our Code Compliance Department, Director Walker.
Good evening. In the Code Compliance Department, Code Enforcement and Beautification Committee, we had our third block party of the year in Ward 4. We have also identified over 80 properties of being blighted. We have planned a sweep in the automotive area for this Friday. Also, we have one position that we need to fill. I think we have the candidate that we want to hire, so we're going through that process now. The Code Enforcement Department is working diligently with Ms. Warrior concerning the home rehab program. And just to let y'all know, my team, the Code Enforcement Compliance Department, has increased their compliance rate by 40%. I would remind all the citizens here, remember to pour your trash can in after day of pickup and continue to schedule your bulk pickup with Waste Management. Y'all have a good evening.
Okay, we're gonna go to our Planning and Community Development Department. We have our Director, Ms. Dozier.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I just have a few updates to go over with regards to community development and planning. As you know, we're trying to put together a one-stop shop location at the Community Development Building. Right now, we actually have now added alcohol licensing as a permit that is available over in that building as well. We're also going to be phasing out paper applications as it relates to zoning verifications. You can now apply online and receive your approval for your business license or put in a request for a written verification letter. I did want to mention that the pedestrian bridge study is having an open house on August 20th. And that would be from 5:30 to 7:30 at City Hall. And a couple of reminders for our citizens. If you want to do any construction or work on your homes, if you have a business that you'd like to work on as well, please contact the Planning and Zoning Department and Permitting Office to check to see if you're in the proper zoning district for the use that you want to move forward with, or if you need any permits associated with the work that you may be conducting. Another reminder is if you want to open a business in the city before you sign that lease, please call the zoning department to check to make sure the use is able to happen at that location before you pay any money or sign any leases. Other than that, that's all we have for today. Thank you.
Thank you. We're gonna move to our Economic Development Department. We have our Main Street Coordinator Extraordinaire. It's Dennis in the building.
Good afternoon. I come before you on behalf of our Economic Development Director, Marcellus Williams, who could not be with us this evening. We've got a couple of really great and exciting things going on in the Office of Economic Development. On August 28th, we are hosting a partnership meeting, open house with the SBDC, which is the Small Business Development Center housed at Clayton State. It will be here in this building at 10 a.m. and it is free to attend. They were also during this event, we'll be doing one-on-one consulting with business owners. On September 24th, the Office of Economic Development is holding an open house specifically for residents and community stakeholders. And then on September 27th, we will be hosting one at 11:30 for the business owner community. A couple of other things. We had a fantastic meeting a few weeks ago with Georgia Power's Office of Economic and Community Development, and we're able to acquire some updated data and demographic information for the city. We also hosted a meeting with the Aerotropolis Atlanta team as we're looking at a catalytic site project here in the city. We also hosted our first Forest Park Business Association luncheon. We normally do them as a breakfast event, but this time we decided to host it as a lunch event in partnership with one of our newer small business restaurants that opened in our community. We also presented at the Invest Clayton, which is the development authority for Clayton County, about Project Moonshot. More details about that to be coming. We are also hosting, in partnership with the Downtown Development Authority, a Blues on Main event on Friday, October the 11th at the City Fountain. I am so excited to announce that we have 4 blues acts that will be performing, 2 more traditional Mississippi Delta Muddy Waters-esque type bands, and then 2 slightly non-traditional blues bands that will be performing. It's going to be a fantastic event, and are working through some details on an Up Early on Main Saturday morning series that we will launch the 3rd Saturday starting in September 21st through October and November. So picture dogs, flowers, yoga, bagels, coffee, and anything else that we can pack into those couple hours at the fountain on Main Street. We are also working through in partnership with our Chief of Staff and Senior Management Analyst, Ms. Pauline Warrior, the operations assessment for our department, working through updated social media strategies and communication strategies for the Office of Economic Development, and have hosted an incredible amount of meetings, meet and greets, and events with the broker and development community. So we've got some amazing synergy and real work going on in the Office of Economic Development. And then finally, we hosted, what was that, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a day-long strategic retreat with the Urban Redevelopment Agency. And it was nothing, I think, short of absolutely magical. And we've got some really great forward energy and synergy and movement going forward. And I think that's about it. Thank you so much.
We're gonna move right along to our Recreation and Leisure Department. We have Ms. Reeves, our Program Coordinator. I hope I said your title correctly.
Thank you.
Come on up.
All right, thank you, Councilwoman James, Ward 1. As she stated, my name is Rashay. I'm the Recreation Program Coordinator with the Recreation and Leisure Services. Oh, okay, can you hear me now? Again, thank you, Councilwoman James, Ward 1. As she stated, my name is Rashay. I am the Recreation Program Coordinator with the Recreation and Leisure Services Department. And I come to you guys on behalf of our department, as well as our director, Tariq Maxwell, with some exciting upcoming events that I would love for you guys to attend. Now, to start off, we do have our Youth Soccer Opening Day, which will be on September the 14th. It'll start at 9 a.m. This is to kick off an amazing, successful fall soccer season. So if you guys are able to attend, come out and support all of our youth residents as they kick off the soccer season. Now for our legacy residents, we do have 2 upcoming exciting events that we would love for you guys to attend. The first of which will be the Legacy Masquerade Ball. That will be on October the 5th, hosted right at the Recreation Center. The cost would be $25 per person. It'll be from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. It'll be an awesome time for you guys to come dressed up in your finest. mingle with, other legacy residents within Clayton County as well as Forest Park. And just have a good time, let your hair down, forget your responsibilities and meet new friends. So again, that will be October the 5th. And then lastly, we do have a Legacy Freedom Tour, which will take place in Alabama on October the 25th. It'll be opportunity to tour some of the amazing freedom rights museums throughout Alabama. It will be from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Slots will be limited, so be sure when the information is posted that you guys are on it as far as signing up. The cost will be $20 per person. Transportation is included. So again, for our Legacy residents, the Legacy Masquerade Ball and the Legacy Freedom Tour, we'll have more information on that as we go closer to the end of the month, so you guys can prepare yourselves and get ready for sign up. That's it. Thank you.
And define legacy, the age for legacy.
And Legacy residents are anyone 55 and up.
I am a legacy resident, almost. One more year. One more year. This is 2024, so I have to look at the calendar. So next year, I'll be a legacy resident. Okay, so now we are part of the program where I bring up my favorite person in the city. Oh, I shouldn't say that, because I got, shouldn't say that. I love all y'all in the city. But I am very proud of this young man who's like an old man. Mr. Clark, our city manager. Come on up, sir. Give us a little update.
Thank you. First of all, good evening, everyone. That is horrible. I have been at work since 8:30 this morning. Good evening, everyone. We are really excited to be here. These ward meetings allow you to hear firsthand the work of the directors in this community. Thanks to Councilwoman James over in Ward 1. We're just happy for continuity and being able to broadcast, not just externally to get people to come here and do business, but to our residents so that you understand and know what's going on in your backyard. The projects I'll focus on tonight, first would be the operational assessment. When we started the operational assessment back 6-7 months ago, it was inherent to us that Forest Park was a good place to be, but we didn't have strategic direction. And so in order to ensure that there is accountability, there's transparency on all levels from our governing body members, ensuring that they are responsible to their constituents, ensuring that operationally things are getting done, that things are improving. We commenced this operational assessment as a byproduct of work that was done back in 2021, just to get a benchmark as to where the organization was structurally, operationally, et cetera. And so we finalized that work. The governing body has had an opportunity to review it, and we're happy to start rolling out these KPIs through a strategic monthly report once we get the plan finalized and adopted by mayor and council that will hold your governmental employees accountable for what we said we are going to do. Through the KPIs are key performance indicators. They're indicators for you to judge how well of work you're doing and the success of the work that you're doing. And so our KPIs have been developed for each and every department within this city. Charged and led by Ms. Pauline Warrior, our chief of staff. We add an additional layer to these KPIs. Of course, we've been focusing on one Forest Park. The O stands for? I want to ask the residents. The O stands for? There you go. The N stands for neighborhood sustainability. And the E stands for Miss Ann, economic development. You get a prize. I tell you what, Miss Ann, you get the city manager to respond to your complaint and see click fix within 5 minutes and give you an answer to what happened. We have notified the vendors that if we are paying you to cut portions of our property, you will cut it with the highest regard, and that has already been taken care of. Absolutely. So again, we're excited about this work and just the opportunity through this operational assessment to continue to be connected to our residents. Oftentimes, governments lose the true fabric in which they were founded and created, and that is the residents, our constituents, our stakeholders. I'm happy to report that I never knew what the age was for legacy residents. So Rashay, I guess you just put on the age for our legacy residents. So here on out, it's 55 and older. I just don't believe in identifying people as seniors. We're going to recognize your legacy, not your years in which you've been on this earth. The other thing that I'm happy to report tonight is that we will be taking to bid for the first time the Forest Park City Center right here on Forest Parkway, approximately 200,000 square feet of nothing but innovative office space, including a 350 room banquet hall, a brand new legacy center. It's hard not to say senior center. A legacy center, a rooftop terrace, as well as all of the departments of this city, with the exception of fire services and public works, will be under one roof. And the other thing that we're happy to present to our legacy residents, as well as other residents of this community, is that that building does feature a fully ADA accessible pool. We heard a lot of talk about the indoor pool because our seniors, our legacy residents, wanted to get out and take a dive. And so now, instead of worrying about having to jump off the jump board, I think it's the diving board, I know Miss Virginia can still jump off of it, but instead of having to do that, you'll be able to walk directly down a ramp and get into that pool and enjoy it 6 days a week. The other thing that we are excited about is that we are inching ever so close to finalizing fully the townhomes on Main Street. And we're also happy to report that the Downtown Development Authority is in the final days of a contract to sell off the plaza right here next to 696, where we will have a restaurant on Main Street. So again, we are excited about the work that continues to happen in this community. And moreover, we're excited that all of us, not only me as city manager, but even the directors, we work for leadership through Councilwoman James and the other members of the governing body that care about their constituents. And when you're working with governing officials that care about their community, it makes the work for us easy. So again, thank you. It is a pleasure and honor of my life to serve as your city manager for Clayton County's largest municipality. I'd be remiss if I did not announce this one thing. I don't think Rochelle said it. I came up with an interesting concept because I felt like a lot of our residents really did not know some of the gems inside of this community or some of the forward-thinking plans that we have on the book. So we launched this tour, and it is called Off the Rails. How many of you have ever toured on a trolley in Savannah or Los Angeles and always wonder, well, why can't we have a trolley right here in downtown Forest Park? So we're happy to say that we launched this initiative where we're taking members of the community, north of 30 members of the community, including brokers and developers, on a tour around Forest Park to include Fort Gillum, Main Street, the Farmers Market, Star Park, etc. You'll be fully immersed in everything that's happening. And I'm happy to report that that tour sold out for all 3 months in less than 1 week. And so we are going to commission to get some additional dollars because it seems like people want to tour this amazing community to see what we have going on and what the buzz is actually about. So if you are interested in joining us, please contact Ms. Rochelle Dennis. You can be placed on a waiting list for those opportunities for people that don't show up on the day of the tour. Again, thank you and have a fantastic rest of the evening.
Thank you, Mr. Clark. And so what I do is I call these beautiful people here our subject matter experts. They are the people that actually run the city and are doing everything to make our job look easy. I'm excited as a council member. I'm excited as a council member to be able to help bring policies in place. I'm excited about the raise that we have. I'm excited about the approval. We're getting y'all some more money in our budget. We're gonna get that going with our wage and compensation study. I'm excited that, and I'll brag on myself a little bit now, but that when we talk about the monies allocated for home improvements, that was my idea. No, really. No, really, we just want, we want our residents to see that we're working for them, that we are really trying to make a difference. And even with the money and the interest rate, right? We got some more money coming in because we have money, millions of dollars just sitting in a bank account, not getting any interest, like 0.01 or whatever it was. So now we got like 5% and 4%, which is huge. Even in just the URA itself, in the 3 months that we've implemented, we've brought in over $100,000 just in 3 months, just for the money sitting there. Yeah, so we're excited about that. So we're just looking to see how we can continue to improve, continue to get things done. We have a lot of work to do as far as beautification, and we're working on it. And so we have a lot of development that's happening in our city. We're excited about all the development, and we're just, I'm just happy to be here. So I want to thank all of our employees. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for participating in this. Thank you for making this available to our residents. Thank you for our residents coming out, our residents coming out. They always support me no matter what, you know, they're always here. But again, thank you all. We're going to go ahead and close. Oh, Ms. Dixon, our council aide, come on. She got some announcement. Come on, Ms. Dixon.
Hello. Thank you all for being here tonight. We have 2 events coming up this weekend. We have Fun Friday on tomorrow. We have Grits and Jelly Butter will be performing from 7 to 11 at Star Park. That is put on by our wonderful other councilwoman, Latricia Akins Wells, along with Councilwoman James. They are always doing great things in the community. But we have Fun Friday on tomorrow, and then Saturday is Forest Park Day. This is a day where the full community comes together. We love on each other, have a big family cookout. So bring your grills, your coolers, your lawn chairs, and we have a lot of entertainment. We have vendors and food trucks will be out at Star Park, and that is from 12 o'clock to 9 o'clock on Saturday. So we look forward to seeing you. We have a Hispanic Heritage Festival coming up in October. So there's more things coming in the city of Forest Park. So again, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for coming to the ward meeting for Ward 1. And homecoming is coming up. So be ready to get your yard signs out. Those yard signs need to say congratulations. Talk about the football team. This is going to be a winning season, Forest Park, winning season. We have a great staff over at Forest Park in the athletic department. So we're excited about homecoming. So stay tuned for the post and make sure that you follow us on Constant Contact. If you don't have that information, we need to see you at one of our events so we can get you signed up. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'll just say with homecoming, we want those that are alumni. I know Mr. Jinx is an alumni of Forest Park High School. And we want to have our alumni to be a part of the parade. It's going to be in collaboration with our Parks and Recs department. They're having the Georgia and forget. They're having a football game. It's a tailgate. The day is September 28th. It's the last Saturday in September. Okay, the parade is going to start at 3 o'clock, and we're going to end up at the amphitheater. And we're going to introduce the court. We're going to do, we'll have the band. We'll do a little entertainment before the major entertainment. So it'll be a whole day kind of thing on that day, on the 28th. So mark your calendar for that. We'd love for you to participate in that. All right. With that said, thank you. Yes, ma'am. We're gonna close it. I'm gonna close out the recording and. All of the announcements we made, I put together. Okay. And I'll make sure I'll send out the posting too, so you get the recording as well. So we're gonna go ahead and close out the recording. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Come back every 3rd Thursday of the month. If you can join us in person, we do have refreshments for everyone. And we look forward to servicing you. Have a wonderful evening. Let me close this out.